going?
My name is Ray Wright. I'm the strength and conditioning coach at Richard Childress Racing. I took the job, I just started in January 2008. I come from Maryland. I went to college at Louisiana State University, and now being part of the NASCAR family and coming to the MRO services every Sunday, it's been good to see, my guys who come out and how we can communicate about what God's done for our lives. And my story kind of starts in, really my whole life I've been around the idea of God. I grew up in a Catholic home. I went to a Baptist high school, and God's always kind of been around my life, and never really saw myself making a major stand for God. But it's funny because as I recall all the situations in my life is when I really had my backing and my foundation of God really came through. When my brother passed away in 2002, it created such a void in my life. My brother was my best friend. I mean, every time I needed to talk to somebody, he was a brother. And his death created such a vacancy in my life. And it's when I was on my knees. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I was going the wrong way with things. And I found out that the only way that hole would be filled was with Jesus Christ. And that's taken away, playing baseball at LSU, winning a national championship, playing professional ball, having your name, newspapers, and having people want you to sign this and take pictures, and none of that filled any holes. And none of it was meaningful. Championship rings, they lose their shine. And one thing that never loses its shine and never loses its magnificence. Can we cut that word? How do you say it? Never loses its luster, but is your relationship with Christ. That was when I was about 26 years old, and I always wanted a wife. I always wanted a family, and I was getting older. What I thought was older, and 27, and I figured I'd have kids, and I was in my 30s. But I'm 29 now. I'm married and have 2 kids, and man, I cannot tell you how awesome it is to be walking with Christ. And your bad days, you still have them, but they're not as bad. There's always a rescue. There's always a remedy for your life. And my kids are going to come up hearing about the beauty of Christ, and it's a shelter, and it's what we need in this world. Death's defeated. What do we have to worry about? And Jesus Christ has been a beautiful thing to me and my family, and I hope you guys will make that same decision.